Here we go, baby. Here we go. Let's see where we're at right now. Futures trade, I have a little trade going on right now. Looking for some upside. I might set my stop. Nah, we're gonna let that rock for a little bit. I'll pay attention on the other side, but until then, let's look at this SPX play. I'm looking at this bottom Bollinger Band bounce, and I think that we're gonna start skyrocketing it up here. I'm gonna probably look for some call side on the SPX here. It looks pretty good to me. These high the days would go nuts. Oh, I don't know what just happened. I'm lagging like crazy. What else is new? All right, but I am looking for some upside on the SPY and SPX. So if you guys want to get involved early, I'm seeing that 15-minute bull flag situation going on right now. I'm trying to get involved, but obviously it takes me forever when I'm live streaming. So these are pretty decent too. These 4160s look pretty good. I'm looking on the call side for the 4160s. We're right at that level. They're at 357. Earlier they were at 600, and they just bounced about 150 bucks. I'm probably gonna wait for a little bit of a cool down method over here. It looks like it's gonna fully bounce. If it can get above this 415.30 mark, I think that we're gonna completely rip back up to this high of the day mark. Potentially, I'm gonna draw the mark, but I'm not gonna draw it on the Bollinger Band just so everybody can see it. So this is the target price around this. I'll make it green since it's going to be the take profit zone. So green is the target, and I'll make sure that yellow signifies the bottom, or red signifies the bottom. So I'm going to get rid of this one. So I'm only keeping this halfway up because you can't really see the Bollinger Band when it's at that level. So I want to wait to see if it expands. So I'm going to draw one downtrend real quick that it just rejected. So as soon as it gets above this level, I'm going to probably take some calls in the SPX near the end of the day. Now, they are moving different today. It's 50 cents, so it's a little bit better of movements. Took an SPX trade right before this and had a decent return. So I'm looking for some more love over here. I do like this 15-minute chart on the SPY, so I'm just paying attention to that. And I'm probably going to get rid of this level right here. That's a pretty deep red candle right there. So I'm going to go over this futures trade, and I'm going to cut this. It's only down 100 bucks, 127.
Order filled.
125. So I'm going to get off of that futures trade. Now it doesn't look like bullish whatsoever. So this completely reversed, which is entirely fine. Looks like there's some more downside to come. But if it doesn't go to this low of the day mark, that is very interesting level. But I would probably go with the put side, to be honest. I wouldn't imagine that this just comes and goes crazy. I'm going to watch this for a little bit since it's almost 3 o'clock, and we will wait and see what happens over there. Looking for $1,000 day. It's been a while since I've had a live stream of $1,000, so let's see if we can get it going today. Bring this over here. Every day was green. Want to see SPX consolidate for power move. I had a green day today. Yes, very good green day. Caught a lot of the bounce, a lot of the squeeze, as a lot of people did as well. But now we're starting to sell off a little bit. So I figured once you start to see the top, when you're in an uptrend like this, I like to show when you see a nice little Bollinger Band squeeze and it's just going up and up and up, and then you get a nice little pullback, and then it goes to the high of the day. It doesn't happen all day long. So takes a lot for it to just continually squeeze all day unless there's news. Today there wasn't any news. So when I saw this big red candle, I figured that we weren't going to be at the high of the day mark. So I'm still waiting to see if we end the day up there. I don't really know why we would. If you guys caught that $300 move that I was talking about yesterday in NVIDIA, you banked. That's exactly what I was playing for today, and obviously the meta play. I'm still waiting for it to crack 245. Swung some calls overnight and did pretty well. It wasn't the biggest banger in the world because it moved slowly, but still has a chance to run towards that 250 level tomorrow. So here comes a nice little breakdown. of the market, so kind of loving this situation. Let's take a look at the 15. We could see 414. I don't know if I want to see that happen, but could easily see it. These 4150 puts could be nice now that we could go with the momentum. They're 330 a piece. A little expensive for my taste right now, because in the money puts are about 540, so that's not terrible pricing. Now we could end up, if we end up moving about $5 down in the SPX, we could make about $200 a contract. Probably not going to risk 10. I might go into like 3 to 5 of them. See if we can make a nice little $500 to $600 to $700. You can see the TTM squeeze really fading off over here, so that's really where you're starting to see the weakness. That's when I know the squeeze is over. For those that are wondering when I start to take reversals on a Bollinger Band, when the squeeze starts to go away after a massive run up, that's when I start to position for the other side. So I don't see anything just yet, but I am looking for this bottom Bollinger Band bounce if it doesn't continually break down. It did hit that low of the day there, but it is bouncing with some volume. And it's just about to be 3 o'clock, so anything could happen here. I will probably wait for this break to see if we continue to see if we can actually reverse. So I'm going to give it a little bit. I'm going to let it consolidate, but I do feel like there is going to be an opportunity for a big move here by the end of the day, especially because we're actually getting moves over 20 cents today, which is a blessing. So let's see what we can do. This account's currently up $311 on the day. Let's see if we can push that above 1,000. Let's see what we can do here. Waiting for this bounce in this bottom Bollinger Band, that is for sure. It's definitely chopping. Wait for 3 o'clock, the D quotes will come in, and then we'll actually get a real direction. If this is similar to what happened yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw what happened yesterday, but these contracts, when they were falling, remember I was talking about taking that reversal, and then I hopped off a little bit early? Well, that's a shame on me because these things, it wasn't moving all day, and at the end of the day, the market just fell. So these contracts went from like 100 a piece, I believe, to about 2,600. So if you had the guts to hold for 30 minutes, you would have made a ton of money off that. Even just one contract, you could have made $2,000. Did you get on your meta position? Yes, I'm in my meta position. I'm still in the meta position. I have next week's, and she's looking beautiful. I will say that it's going to break that 245 tomorrow. So Thursday contracts, as it starts to explode, we got the gear. There's no reason that it's not going to break that high. NVIDIA as well broke that 300 mark that I was talking about yesterday. So if you caught that, you banked. If you caught Meta as well, you also banked. Tesla, I don't really know how I feel about Tesla just yet. I still want to see this back down here around these 155s, 157s, and then I'll go in. But I just looked at the tape right now, and we got a bunch of sell orders for $103 puts in AMD. So that could be a bad sign for NVIDIA as well. People are going in the money puts right now as it just breaks this high. So interesting. It could mean that people are just buying puts to protect against their position for shares. So we'll see what happens. We dropping on ES and NQ or what? Yeah, I think we're going to drop. I think that we're going to drop pretty nicely. I'm looking at the SPY right now. I got the 5 minute. I'm waiting for a power hour move in the SPX just because I want to make a good amount of money over here. Not really seeing too much action though. I'd like to see NVIDIA as well. The volume is way better today, guys. Way, way better. Notice how the market is actually moving. We got 61 in volume, 61 million, and usually averages around that 90, 96 mark. So we're still low, but it's not 37 million by 2 o'clock anymore. So looking good right now on the volume side. That's why most people are probably green. If you're red today, no stress. It's been a while since we've seen volatility, so you're probably not used to it. But it will be back. It will be back. Meta's looking real good. Loving this position. Tired as hell, always at 3 o'clock. Starts to kick me. Got the SPY is what we're paying attention to. So it's looking pretty ugly. It's looking pretty ugly, but it is at the bottom of this Bollinger Band. I just don't know if I have it in me to play the put side just yet. This 15-minute candlestick over here showing me that it is really weak. I could probably play this downtrend. Maybe take a bounce off of 414.50. We could try. Maybe I'll look for a quick little dip buy here. There's not enough movement for me right now. These 41.55s would probably be a money printer if we can bounce. We're right at this level. The question is do I want to buy a couple of these, or does it completely fade off? So I might get in a little starter position around 1 or 2 of these. See if we can bounce at this trend line. Trend line coming from the 15-minute chart. It's not the best trend line that I've ever drawn, so give me 1 second. It's trying. Loading up 41.50 puts. Want to see volume push down now. You're going on the put side? I mean, it looks... I don't know how I feel. The Bollinger Bands are expanding. If it breaks below this downtrend, or this uptrend from the 15-minute chart, then I can see it falling to 414. I see what you're seeing. 41.50 puts. Load them up, baby. Get the drop. I'm not going to go on the downside just because I think that they're going to go up, but NQ's dropping hard. How's the futures market? Let me look. Oof. Pretty crazy, honestly, the way that this is working out on this downside. I don't know if you're playing the downside. I think it looks better than the upside, but be careful of a squeeze. That's always my biggest concern. There is a lot of semiconductor puts coming in on this side. You're long right now on futures. Man, something tells me this is gonna break out. I don't know what it is. I really don't think it's gonna break down below this line. These contracts went from 305 to 400 there. I'm gonna look at this SPX, draw this downtrend real quick. If we break this downtrend of literally right here, it's gonna squeeze up. I don't know that I would be on the downside right now, but if you are, be very careful. 41.55s are looking pretty decent. I don't think that I would chase it up here. Yeah. I don't know. We got that nice spike up. Now we're seeing that big red drop. How the futures market looking? How much did this fall? About $12. $12. It's about $600. A little more. No, it's about 600. Could make $600 on the downside per E-mini if you held through this, but I did not. I did not hold it through this. I don't think that there's any upside either. We could check Meta. Starting to have some struggles. Tesla, Nvidia, things that are holding up the market is what I'm paying attention to right now. Microsoft. If it'll switch over, there's Microsoft. Starting to see a nice little reversal down here. Apple, everything looks the same right now to me. It looks like Apple's trying to find a bottom with those lower shadows, which would probably take the market back above 415. Above 415, I'd be pretty bullish. I don't really want to buy more than one contract at a time right now while it's low volume, but I might test out these calls. I might go in at like 340 here. The reason that I would play the 4155 is because if it does break out, this would put these in intrinsic value. We'd be in the money and we would be caking out. So these contracts would probably be worth like 800, 900 a piece if it starts to break out. It's getting there too. Getting a little bit more expensive for my taste. Premium values are, at least. I'm lagging like a motherfucker, so I'm trying to get these actual contracts, 4160s now. These are pretty decent. I could lose about $100 if it starts to pull back. I'll wait for like a little bit of a sell thing here. See if we can get some of this spiked premium to pull back a little bit. I'll look at 215. We're spiking. Hopefully, I forget who said that they were just long, but it's looking good. Was trying to get out with 1K on the day. I think I'm stepping away 5 trades on the day, ending with around $800 with fees. Not bad. $800 on the day. That's a huge day. Oh man, it's gonna break. Congrats if you're in that, man. What just bounced? Is it back? Let me know if it's back, but it did just break out here. Motherfucker, this thing is gonna go. You're back. Thank God. Guys, this is gonna go. I think I'm gonna have to get involved in this, and I feel like I'm gonna chase this and it's gonna hurt, but I feel like we could squeeze the high of the day. And these contracts would be worth a lot. Just gonna go with one for now. I'm 330 average. It's at 360, so I'm up $30 a contract here. Just in one. If it starts to really start to spike, the reason I'm in on this is because we got this bullish engulfing off this bottom Bollinger Band. And if you guys don't know what a falling wedge pattern is, it kind of started to form one of those. If you look at this the support line right here. So if you drag this over to the left, to the right, starting to form a little bit of a falling wedge pattern. It is 307, so be careful of theta decay, but this really does look like it's going to bullish engulf all the way up. We have to wait for this candlestick to close. If it starts to come back down, that's an issue. Need to close above it and then maybe take the, actually, timeout. I'm going to sell this real quick for about $20 a contract if it lets me out. It got me out. All right, so it sold me for $20 a contract. I just think that this is going to pull back pretty nicely right here. So we got the breakout. I think we're going to see one red candle. We could get these a lot cheaper than 330, and then it could break out towards this high of the day. So now I'm going to extend this green candle to the right. So now this is my target zone. Red is my target. I'm going to get rid of this support line. So basically, this is the downtrend that it was just on. We broke the downtrend, and now I'm going to wait for it to pull back so I can get these option premiums a lot cheaper. Notice how they're at 320 already off this little pullback. So I made about $20 off that trade. I'm waiting for this candlestick to close here in the next minute, 30 seconds. Then the next candlestick, I would love to see it break and tap this 415. If we tap 415 again, I'm going to take a little bit of a sprinkle with a small stop. So if it continues to break down, then I will have my stop loss. But if it breaks out, we got a really good discount on the contract premiums. They'll probably be worth around like 280, 270, 15 cents below. So we could probably get a really nice price on these. And let's wait and see. So in the next 59 seconds here, we want to see this close above this breakout, see the nice little red retest, and then the breakout towards that high of the day. That is perfect case scenario. That could make a lot of money. I think I'm only up 330 on the day. I'm trying to push this to this live. Well, I'm up more than that. I have a different account, but this 330 on the day is from this account, and I'm looking for a real nice squeeze up. So let's see what we can do. Let me know if you are all in on the upside. If you think we're going to the downside, please let me know. If you're seeing something that I don't see, let me know. I'm looking at the 1 hour. Oof, actually, that doesn't look that good. The 1 hour does not look that good unless it engulfs this. I think it could squeeze by end of the day. 30-minute looks beautiful to me. 15-minute looks pretty good to me as well. 5-minute, we're sitting right at this level. It is at 350, 340 where I sold it. So I just want to see this close. One little bit of a pullback, and then we can take that rip to high of the day. Maybe we squeeze to 416 plus. And these contracts would go nuclear. So keep your stop losses small. Sometimes they don't go that way, but here's that next candlestick. Let's wait for that red. Let's wait for this red little tap. Give me one push down towards 415.02. Let's get these cheaper than 330 than we were just in. Fingers crossed it gets cheaper. I heard 350. I hate when it breaks out before it goes red because that shows me a rejection rather than buyers buying it back up. So if it starts to break out here, I'm going to miss it, and I hope you guys are in it. If you're in it and you're not worried about the extra $40, $50 a contract, then that's fine. But it's only $10 worth more than I sold. So I'm trying to see one red candle, just one. It's choppy, so we got to get the entries perfectly. So I'm looking at this red line right here, 415. I just want to see one push down to make it red, and that's all I want to see. But it looks like it's just going to continue up. It's at 390 now, 400. I'm missing out on a little bit of money here. I want to see a little bit of a pullback. I don't want to chase this. Here we go. 330. See, notice that one tick puts it back down to 330. So I just want to see one red candle, 415. Let's get it under 300. Watch it run to 500 or 600 plus, and let's make a bag. I'm waiting for that perfect entry, which is right here. If I miss it, I miss it, but I'd rather do that than chase. Chase and then get destroyed and stopped out. So this is my perfect entry point right here at a little bit above this 415 level. I want to see the retest of this downtrend that it was in, and then we're good to go. So now it's back to 330, 310. Notice how the contracts start to lose a lot of value real fast. So it's cheaper than where I entered it originally, and I'm just going to try to wait for this line. I'm going to make this purple because purple just makes you want to fucking squeeze something, I feel like. So you just want to grab it. So here it is. In purple, we're just trying to squeeze. We're going to grab it, and then we're going to wait for that rip and run towards the high of the day. See if we can make a bag off this, please. It looks like it's already trying to bounce. I have some in my eye right now. But it is at 330. I could get in and get my original entry, which I don't really want to do. I just want to see one red guy, just one red candle, take that bounce. This is pink. I should probably change this since this is a candlestick color. I might get confused. I'm gonna make this let's get that purple guy. Just makes it, like I said, makes you want to just squeeze. Oh, you can't even see that. All right. Let's give you I don't even know what color. Let's go yellow. Yellow makes you hungry. That's what they say. So around this yellow line, we're going to look for that bounce. Right at this 330 level. They just get into it. Not in it. No risk. Here's 310. Push down for us here. I'm loving this 15-minute chart, this bullish engulfing pattern. I want to see just a little bit of a pullback, and then we can grab it, run. That's the game plan. You guys like it? You guys hate it? Let me know. Anyone gonna play along? Are you guys gonna leave me dry? Am I talking to myself out here? I'm talking to myself. Under 3. Give me under 3. Give me like 240. Rich Green, love you. I need some love. I need some energy. I need some love. Okay, here's that red candle that I'm looking for. Just a little bit more of a push down under 300, under 200. You don't want to chase ever. I'm not trying to get in just yet. I want a little bit less. 415.08, I'll start to dabble in. So about 10 cents on the bid is where I'll go in. Starting to see some sellers here. Upper shadows are always nice, but it might just be sitting at that level. 415.20. Let's see it come down a little bit. Just a little bit. Notice how they're losing value as it starts to increase. So that's why you never chase. If you got stuck buying at 400 a piece, you're kind of screwed. Unless it squeezes to that high of the day mark. Which I still think it's going to, but I want to see at least one little bit of a pullback as it struggles this level. I feel like as we struggle a little bit, we're going to get one more candle here in the next 26 seconds. We could get one pullback and then a nice little upper wick for the upside. So let's wait for that. We're at 310. The volume is coming in, though. I'm not going to lie. We're at 63 million in volume. I'm pretty excited about that because we've only been at like 38 the last few weeks, it feels like. I mean, this market has been just dog shit, but we're making the best of what we can. Come on, give me a red candle here, please. Just a little one. It's going to go. It's going to go. There we go. Come on. 415.07. I'll go in. 415.07. I'm in. Although this is a lot lower now, so maybe we should wait for that 415. Try to be as patient as possible here. Starting to round off a little bit. It's getting cheap, 290s. These are the 4160 calls in the SPX, just so everybody knows. Notice how it's getting cheaper. Let's get one push down. I'm going to go in at 2 at a time here. Might try to average up to about 10 of them. See if 10 of these can squeeze up to make us about $3 grand. Come on, baby. I feel like this could play out perfectly. Just got to be patient. 99% of trading is patience. 1% execution. If you're in already, you're starting to look pretty good for the upside. Won't lie. I will go with momentum. I just won't play it as heavy. So if I had to chase this move, I probably will go a lot less than 10. I might do like 3. There it goes. There's 350. It's starting to get towards that high. So notice it's at this high, but it's only at 360 right now at the high. And this was at 410. So got to try to enter in at a perfect time. I still did not hit that yellow line, which I do not like to see. If you're in already, it looks pretty good. 370. Damn. It looks good to me. It looks good to me to run to that high. I'm not chasing though. I'm gonna wait for at least a little bit of a pullback. Still got some time. It's only 317, so just give it a little bit of a nudge here. 30-minute looks really good. 15-minute just kind of chilling right there. 1 minute's kind of being an asshole. It's not paying out yet, so I'm not too upset. Are you playing today? Playing what? Playing a lot of things. Playing with my own life today. 330, 360. I'm not liking these contract premium moves. Oh, yeah. I'm playing today's expirations. As always. If you play the SPX, it's You can do tomorrow if you want, but it's just worse moves in my opinion. We are now at most recent highs, and we're only at 370. So theta is getting to these. Be very careful. We're about to go in the money though. Once we go in the money and it starts to break out, that's when you start to get the real movement. So if you bought this below 300, you are crushing it. Because now these are at 390. I'm a little bit nervous to chase these, I won't lie. I'm going to get rid of my yellow line here. I'm not loving this action. If you're in already, you're looking good. I'm probably going to stay away for now. At least I see a little bit of a pullback, but I can't chase here. If you got in, congrats. I still see that 415.86 being tested and then broken through. So you're at 400 already. Damn, I missed that. It was under 300 too. It was at about 280. If I was you guys, I'd probably trim just a little bit of fat up here at 410. Just a little bit of fat, 410. I probably would only trim about 20% of my position, keep 80. See if we can run if you're in or not. Did not hit my level. There it is. Oh, that's why you take profits. Smoked it. Smoked it. Wow. Oof. I'm sorry if you guys got in that. Sorry if you guys were in that. That's why you don't chase. Especially at the end of the day. Just crushed premiums. Holy shit. No. I did not mean to grab that. I did not mean to buy that. Do not buy that. Do not buy that. Thank you. Oh, it bought it. Of course. All right, so I'm in a 310. That was a complete accident to be in a 310. So I want to buy this. I guess I already accidentally bought this pullback. So I am in a 310. I would not follow that. I would probably wait for like a 250 purchase. It looks like it's going to come down. I'm not going to lie. So I probably would not buy this right now. I would wait for it to get down to this 415 level and then take the break. I'm going to have to stop myself out. I lagged into purchasing this. God damn it. Ah, man. The not trading real time is really tough for me. But it's okay. It's only 310. It's only a $60 loss if it stops me here. But if you're buying it, I probably would have bought in at that 415.07 level. So this is actually where I would buy in. So I'm not too upset that I got in at 310. Yes, I am. It looks the 15-minute chart looks a little weak. So looks like it's probably not going to do much. If it gets below this 415 mark, this is probably, let me draw that yellow line again. This is going to be that mark that puts this away. Yeah, there it is. And it stopped me out about $80, didn't it? 246. I don't really know what just happened, but I'm not buying this dip buy right now. I accidentally bought a 310 on accident, and now I'm just going to wait. Honestly, if you want to buy this dip buy for the upside, I would wait for this downtrend, which is exactly what I would thought about doing right here. It didn't hit my entry, but now it blew right through my entry, so I don't really want to get involved. I did just get hit on one, so I'm only up 250 on the day. 250 on the day right now. Still think that there's a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money on this. Yeah, exactly. That is why you don't FOMO into that. You saw me execute it, but you also saw me accidentally click it, and then it filled me as I canceled it again. It always does that shit, but I'm used to that by now. But regardless, you keep your stop losses small and you don't get hit by this. I will say that this 15-minute chart is now turning negative, so I'm not going to force anything here. My setup is completely dismantled. I was waiting for a little bit of a pullback, a small one, and then a rip, but this bearish engulfing candle kind of freaks me out. I won't lie. Doesn't look bullish to me right now unless I see some large upper wicks. I will not hold on to this whatsoever. So 4160s. It's getting closer to the end of the day, so you always have to play in the monies. I don't think it's going to dump like yesterday. I feel like a lot of people are thinking that's what's going to happen, so they'll play the game. These 4155s are a lot cheaper than they were. They just went from 700 to 350. I don't think I'm going to play it. This does look like it's going to head to this low. 415, 414.50. If it bounces back above 415, it would look good on the 15-minute chart. But as of right now, we are completely bearish. Bears are completely in control. And you can start to see this Bollinger Band start to pan off a little bit. If it breaks below that 414.75, we'll most likely head below this 414.50. So there it goes. Getting some weakness. I wouldn't be surprised to see this break below. These are now at 300. These 41.55s could go crazy. I'm not going to go on the put side, but it looks good right now. I missed that entire move. I was looking for the call side anyway, so I'm really pissed off at this stopped me out about $75. Even though it's not large, it's just annoying that it filled me even though I was waiting for it the entire time. Regardless, I would have bought this anyway down here on that spike down and then got stopped out anyway. So regardless, about $70 loss, no big deal. Only one contract, so not upset about it. Where's Meta at 242.85? Still, before the end of the day is over, you guys got to pay attention to this because if you swung it with me for next week expiration, you are up a good amount. It's up like 40. I think it's up like 70% right now. But this thing right here, 245 calls tomorrow, same week expirations are going to go ridiculous if we get that momentum. I really wanted this to hit high of the day, but here we go. So nice pullback there. Big ass pullback. These 41.55s are only 275 a piece. It looks like it's gonna head to this low, but maybe I'll end up taking some calls on these, to be honest. I think I might dip by these. Nothing caused the dumps, just the end of the day volatility. And 320 is when the dark orders become light. So you can finally see all the orders of big institutions and stuff. I kind of want to take this dip by at 414, a little bit below. The only reason I don't is this 15-minute chart, this engulfing pattern. Most likely going to go below. Let's see how much these 41.50s are on the put side as it bounces a little bit. This could easily go to 400, no problem. What were these? Just 260, 175. Had some buyers coming in here. I'm looking at the put side now, the 41.50s, as it starts to bounce a little bit. Just try to get it at 175. All right, so I got a little bit at 175, just one for now. Just one for now. Even though this could still pay about $200, $300 on this breakdown, I'm just in one. Kind of want to get more than these just because this 15-minute chart looks disgusting. So it could go this way, but I'll keep a small stop of about 25 bucks. I'm wondering if I should go in on like 2 or 3 of these for the breakdown. Looks weak as hell. I might just let this one ride and see how long I can hold it and see if yesterday turns this into like $1,000. Pretty decent fill. I'm only gonna make back that money that I lost on that stupid ass pullback. So I'm up 75 bucks on just the one contract, a little more than that. I think that this is gonna break below this low of the day, so I'm gonna hold it for a second. Should be worth around like 300 plus if it breaks below 415, 414.50. It's having a little bit of trouble though, so I might just put my stop loss at like lock in 15 bucks and let it ride. Nah, I think I'm gonna hold these. We'll hold this for a second. I might add in. I really like this downside, guys. I hope if you guys can see why. I like this downside because one, it tried to break new high, got completely dumped off, and then usually you'll see a nice little try to rebound and then a rejection, but it hasn't hit this low yet. So I think that we're going to head below that, and I think that these 414 or these 4150 puts are going to be in the money here in a second. Yeah, so here we go. We're pushing down now. These could be well above 300, so I could make about 200 bucks off this trade just by holding one. I'm pretty upset that I lost that money on the other side. I'm only in one just because I'm a little bit nervous of that price action right now. Yeah, it's not strong enough to break below this wall. I think I'm going to set my stop loss at 1.85. So I'm either going to be stopped out, break even, or make 10 bucks and just kind of let this hold. See if we can just see a complete plunge here. It looks pretty good to me. Meta puts into tomorrow. I do not think that you should do that. I think that we will see 245 plus tomorrow. That's my go-to. Meta still has not broken its high. NVIDIA did it. Meta did not yet. Tesla has done it. Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Apple, they're all ripping above everything. So Meta, I have a pretty confident factor that that's going to break out. You could try it though. Don't let me sway you. I just think that with my analysis and everything, oh, it stopped me out 190. So I made 15 bucks on that trade. It's not breaking down. So I hope you guys utilize risk management strategies, whether you have 5, 10, 15, 100 contracts at a time. By setting a stop. That's the key piece. All right, so let's see. Feels like this is going to break down. They're cheaper than I bought. Kind of breaking out now. 130s. It's going. I just bought 3 of those at 115, the 4150 puts. And I'm going to set a stop loss about $30. So could squeeze. It might squeeze. But I'll lose $90 on this just because I just made about. Oh, I didn't make. Damn, there's some buyers coming in here. Looking at this level 2 data, there's something about this 15-minute chart. I think it's going to break down. This pushes back up to low of the day. These would print. Keep my stop loss small though. I'll lose $90 on this trade, maybe 100 bucks. I'll let it go. It's pushing now, so I'm gonna get stopped out. Calls do look good. I took puts. I was hoping that we could see that big spike down. I got 115. I bought them pretty cheap, but it just keeps going, so I don't think it's gonna break down now. This 15-minute chart looks really good. It's just the end of the day chop, and the D quotes are kind of screwing up all the price action. So I'm down $5 a contract right now, $10 a contract. I have 3 contracts, but I'm gonna let my stop loss hit me down 90. Still be up on this account. I'd be like $160 on the day, but I really want to see this breakdown. I just think that this pinned the bottom. I think we're dropping 2 TiVo, but it's just the way that the price action is. I've seen this a million times. I think they're just gonna chop us and get both sides. So I'm up $5 a contract. If it breaks down like it did yesterday, I make like 2K. But here we go. If we can make this green to red. Green to red is the biggest bearish candle there is. So if this goes red and plunges below low of the day, these would be really, really nice. But if buyers step in here, that's when you know that it's not done. So I'm going to set my stop loss right here at 110. I'm up 40 a piece right now. Could be cool to be up quite a bit more. I'm lagging like crazy, so here we go. I'm up $75 a contract. So I'm up about $200. I just sold one at 180 there. Catch this last one. Let's see. Let's get out of this one at 190. Let's push low of the day, baby. Not low of the day, but let's push below this low. I'm going to let this last one rock out. So I think I just made like $200 on that. So now I'm up 500 on the day. This last contract's up $80. I'm going to set my stop at like 140. Set my stop at 140. I'll cash in $25. I'm up 500 right now. I'll be up $400 if this stops me. But if it breaks below low of the day, these contracts will be worth quite a bit. The 15-minute chart looks ugly as shit. So if we break below this 414.50 before we see any sort of bounce, could see a massive sell-off. I'm only up 468. But this could push. These could be worth like $300, $400 a contract if it breaks below. We're not getting any sellers on the time and sales data, though. That's the worst. Oh, there's a $2,500 seller right there. But if that transacts with somebody, then I'm out. Getting closer, $20 away from my stop. Yeah, it's going to stop me. But that's all right. Made a little bit of money. How much in an account do you recommend as a minimum to trade SPX? I don't think there's a minimum. It's all about your risk management. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how much you're willing to risk. So percent stop loss. Give me 1 second. I'm seeing some sell orders here. So if this breaks down, see a nice little 50. If this can break below this level, oh shit, I think we're going to get it. I think I'm going to get it. I think I'm going to go above 500 on this account today. Ah, that buyer right there. There's so many buyers right at this 414.50. That is a wall if I've ever seen a wall. It's getting there though. Come on, push down below. All right, I'm going to lock in some gains here. 160 just popped up. I'm out. All right, well, still made $40 on that contract, and then I locked in about $200 on the trade total, I think. So I'm up 446 on the day, up 310 on the SPX. But to answer your question, I would say she blows on the downside. Yeah, I saw it, and then I saw the buyer at the 414.50, and it was a wrap. Oh, fuck, there it is. They just got it. There's the seller. That fucking bastard, dude. It's going to go right below now. They got it. Did you see that big order? 414.75. I think I could scroll it down. There was about, I think it was like 10,000 to sell. Still stuck at this 414.50. There's a massive wall. Let's wait and see. Don't chase this. I'm telling you, do not chase this. Rejection, rejection. It should go below this. Bollinger Band expanding. I'm staying away. Staying away. Taking my 446 and walking. But to answer your question, Smart Money took your stop. They did take my stop, but they only took a third of my position on a stop that was still in profit, so they can eat my ass. It's just not worth it. You got to play the game with them. But to answer your question on how much do you need an account to trade with the SPX, I don't think there's a minimum. I think that if you abide by the rules of 10 to 15 to max 20% stop loss, the way you grow an account is not with SPX. You can, it's very risky, but you grow an account with really good setups like Meta, right? So Meta has not yet hit 245. So if you see tomorrow that it opens up with volume and it jumps up to 243, 244, you throw your entire account with a 10% stop loss up through 245 and you take profits as it scales up. So move your stop loss up. You've seen me trade a couple times now, so I know I've only been trading like 1 to 2. It's because of my connection, and honestly, this account I'm just trying to slowly build up and just educate you guys for an hour every day. But you just move your stop loss up below or up behind it. So if you want to trade the SPX, you could trade the SPX. I mean, you're seeing me, you just saw me pay $300 or $400 on 3 contracts and make $250. So I don't think that it's a money thing more so than a risk management thing. You just kind of have to know its movements, because I did say that if you chase up here at 400 on those 41, I don't even know what they were, 41 something calls, you would got torched, and then they came all the way back down, right? So you just have to play the game. You have to be smart and set your stop losses small. But if I had to recommend any minimum for the SPX, I'd probably say about $500 to $1,000 minimum. I've seen people upload $250 and blow their account all the way up to $10,000. So it is possible. It's just how good your entries are and how strong your emotions are as well. Oh, what is that screenshot? Minus 1,273. Damn. That's okay, man. If you have the capital, I don't know what percentage that is, but the capital looks bad, but it all depends on the capital that you have. Here comes the volume too. Look at this spike in volume. Holy shit. Do you feel like the markets are manipulated, and if so, more than less? I'll tell you for a fact, markets are manipulated. I saw that shit happen firsthand when I was on the New York Stock Exchange. And number two, more manipulated than I've ever seen in my entire life, by far. And it has to do with how easily accessible this is. It has to do with social media, and it has to do with zero DTE expirations. Because what the fuck is this? If you're looking at this, this is a daily chart, keep in mind. A daily chart. Now, if we go back many moons ago, you don't see that type of action. You actually see action all day long. And this is back in I don't even know what year this is. But if I keep going back, there's real action places. And when it's stagnant, it's not doji after doji after doji after sideline movement. Like, what the fuck is this? This doesn't make any sense. So, more manipulated, and yes, manipulated. Starting out with options, sticks with one big cap stock. I don't like Apple. NVIDIA is a good one to move. I would just do SPY, honestly. If you're just starting out, do SPY. SPY, and then trade. Don't trade the same day expirations. Do tomorrow or the day after, and you'll be set beautifully. But small account up $446. Not too upset by that. I do want 500. I doubt that I'll do that. I might swing Meta, to be honest, again in this account. This just looks so damn good. And if it opens like $1 red tomorrow and we see that push up, these premiums are going to be so cheap tomorrow too. It's Thursday. It's close to Friday expiration. It's not the same days. They're just going to go stupid tomorrow if this goes up to 245 plus. Like, this could be a nice little 200% trade, no problem. I might throw 10 grand in it and see if I can make 20K. With a stop loss of like 3K. Sounds like a pretty good risk to reward ratio to me. Good morning, maybe lock account for a week. Anyone know what happens if I make a day trade on Robinhood without any day trades available? Yeah, I do know. They'll restrict your account for 30 days. I think you get a couple passes where you could be like, hey, I think you can call them and be like, hey, can you lift my restriction if it's your first time trading? The other thing is, get the hell off of Robinhood. That is the worst platform in the world to trade on. And you're going to lose money regardless of what you do on that platform. It is literally butt cheeks. So I recommend getting something else. Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, I don't care. You can literally, I think it's better off to call a broker physically and be like, hey, can you fill this order, than use it on Robinhood. It's garbage. I have Robinhood for swings. Still garbage, because Robinhood still front run you, and then your fills are just way off. So I don't know. Do what you will. I just don't recommend it. But I do love you. I do love you more than anything. But this SPY movement, guys, is terrible. Interactive Brokers is my love. I also really have been loving this this Tradevate platform on the future side of things. I gotta play with that more, but it looks pretty good. You guys want to do a gamble? Let's do a gamble. Let's gamble a little bit. You're never alone when you're with Christ. Why do you trade options instead of futures? I have something for you. You ready for this, JW? Feast your eyes. The correct answer is we do both. There is futures. About 74,000 in that account, 75,000 in that account. And we have this live stream options. So I do both because I can do both. In options, you make a lot more money. I'll just be honest. You're just in, you're out. If you have good edge, you can buy 100 contracts, take 2 ticks, and you're up like $2,000 and get out. You know, small stop, you could literally lose very, very small amount. If you have good risk management, I think options are better than futures, but futures are good if you have patience and you know good market direction. I do like futures though. I made a bag today off futures off that reversal. Look at this. Futures. Beautiful. This was actually one of my biggest plays. I didn't even hold on that long. But this one, I just bought like nine minis and just caught this run. I just saw this huge volume spike. If you guys have watched that video, or do you trade crypto or just invest in it? I trade in crypto. That's all I got. All right. I'm a hypocrite here. So I get it. I'm a hypocrite, but I have my crypto in Robinhood. But year to date, my shit is up about 51%. I got about $25,000 in this account, and then I have about $26,000 in Coinbase. So I'm a hypocrite. Yeah, I don't trade it. I don't trade crypto. I don't fucking understand crypto. If you think that this market's manipulated, crypto is manipulated. I understand crypto in the sense of like you should hold it because that is going to change the entire game, but other than that, no shot. Coinbase, you're back. Damn. I thought it was a good sell yesterday. Now she's coming back. Damn. This thing's going to 65. Staying away, but she looks good. Spire, you going to high of the day? No. Do we gamble a little bit? Should we? 41.50 is our $25 a pop. If we reject this 41.60 and we come all the way back down and we see a big red candle, these would go from $28 a piece to about like $1,500. So 10 of those could make $1,000 off a $25 risk. Do we go for it? Should we gamble? Yes or no? Do we gamble? Do we use half our profits on the day to make a big gamble? Yes or no? Why would you do next day or 2 days out on options on the SPY instead of same day? Same day's theta decay is ridiculous. Do I gamble 10? Do I gamble 10 contracts at $300? I don't think so. I thought about it for a second, but I really didn't do it. Do it. All right, dickhead. You just lose $220. Just lose $250. No big deal. You know what? Maybe I'll do it. Just for you, I'll do it. I don't know that I like that though. The 15-minute chart. Let me see. There's 13 minutes left. Usually the last 5 minutes you can get like an insane move if you're on the right side. 15-minute chart kind of showing me that it's just gonna rebound a little bit up to this 414, like 40. Not financial advice. No, we're in this together, man. If we make money, I'll split it with you. If I lose money, I'm reporting you. 41.50. That's an $8 drop in 12 minutes. That is possible. But that's like, you'd have to see a huge red candle. I don't know if it's worth it. The only thing that might be smart of me is to finish at the high of the day mark of 415.86, which would be 41.65s. Let's go with the momentum. You know what? We'll gamble. If these are cheap, we'll gamble. 41.65s, 42 cents. 50 cents. I'm going to gamble. Calls are looking good in my opinion. Testing DT. I don't think that they'll pay that much. And the fact that I want to buy 10 of these, that's $500. I don't really want to risk my entire day's profit. But there it goes. It's up 60. Honestly, instead of risking so many on that side, I should probably just go with the momentum and do less on one of these if we think it's going to squeeze. 210, it's at 89, 90. I got 10 minutes to decide if I think that this is going to finish at high of the day and squeeze or not. You're going to notice that these contracts move like crazy, so these are in the money technically. Squeezing. We're catching a lot of buy orders here. I'm looking at the 41.60 calls right now. I doubt that we finish at high of the day. And even if we do, I don't think that these are going to squeeze to much more than like 300. So we'll see. It's up 75 a piece. 50 a piece. I think they're moving around too much. If it was closer to like 41.65, I would play those calls instead. But I think it's just your chart's looking bullish. Damn, are those? You're using purple and blue candlesticks too? Damn, I must have. Do I inspire you or something? Let's go, baby. I've never seen anybody else with purple and blue candlesticks. Is Angela over there doing dishes? Yo, that. Thank you. That is so good. Holy shit, man. That girl freaks me the fuck out. She called Deck, actually, and was complaining. But we're not going to talk about that anymore. I think she's going to... If I go missing and I end up dead, it's because I have an internet stalker that might be a man behind a screen. But holy shit, man. That is so funny, dude. Oh, God. All right, we're getting a little rejection here. Let's see if we can get a nice little spike up. Just tried to grab one at 120. Missed it. I'm actually in New York visiting someone, so I got a couple conferences to hit, so they're out there doing dishes right now. But I'm in at 120. This is going to be a gamble. I'll lose $60 on this play. Oh, it's already dying. Jesus Christ. Jesus, it's already dying. All right, one stop. I'm out. I'm out $70 if it hits me at 50. As the blue and purple candlesticks relate to psychology to don't be affected. More so, I started a brand that's has a logo of purple and blue, so that's why I use it. But it's also less intimidating. Like reds just look scary as fuck, and then green just like you're like euphoric and greedy. So purple and blue just like feels like you're like buying and selling babies, kind of. So you don't really have too much emotion, you know what I mean? All right, see, this is at 90.85. See if we can squeeze up a little bit. It'd be cool if we were near that high of the day mark here. At 3:53, we got 7 minutes left. Babies? I don't know what you're talking about. 110. I'm basically averaged out here. Probably push this back up to like 70. I'll lose 50 bucks on the trade. This is a little gamble. This has no thesis. It's just trying to play with premiums to see if we can catch a spike end of the day. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And it's not. Cash it out. All right, so I just lost $55 for your pure entertainment, and I'm only up $3.91 on the day. Sad. You just said blue and purple is like buying and selling babies. Jack, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about or what you're hearing, man, but you're kind of freaking me out. We are entertained. I lost $55. This thing is jumping up to 110. $100 here. Fuck it, let's gamble a little bit more, baby. Let's go to the call side one more time. 105s here. 105s. I'll lose 50 bucks again just for you guys. I just want to see one squeeze. Even if I do lose 50 bucks, I don't care. I just want to see it just one of those torpedo endings. You know, these could go up to like 500. Just zoom up there that high the day mark. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy. Just do something. We only have 4 minutes left together. I just want to do something that's going to change lives, you know? Something that's going to like really push up there. It's up $40 right now. It's flat. I'm going to move my stop loss up to about break even. I'm going to put it at 90. I'll lose 15 bucks on this. Let's just see it skyrocket. All right, it's at 105. I have a break even, so I'll lose like $10 if it hits me. All right, it's at 160. We're up 60. Let's go. $30 is my stop. Come on, baby. It's at 215. Let's go. Come on. Push up one more time. One more time, you little dickhead. 65. Let's see if we can just get one more squeeze up there. It's at 235. We're up 130 some dollars on one contract here. Let's see if we can get just one more squeeze up to high of the day. Come on. 180. I might get stopped. Don't push back one time. 215. I'm going to move my stop up to 200. So locking in $95 here on the gain. Just push up. 95. $95. Nothing crazy. But we are back up to 486. So one contract, $100 at risk, made $100, 100% trade. Would never risk more than one contract on that because that is just stupid. There's the climax. You want to see the climax? Or is it? Oh, I can't say it. I can't say Angela because she'll kill me. But all right. Yeah, that's it. I'm out. We're out at 200 here. It did hit this top Bollinger Band. $486 on the day. Couple trades. Hopefully you guys caught some of those. That's it. That's all I got. That's a wrap. I'll take that any day of the week. $500 a day keeps the what do they say? What's the saying? Doctor away or something like that? 9 to 5 away? 9 to 5 away. That's it. So, all right, guys. I'm all out. I got no trades. Hopefully that was entertaining, and we'll be back tomorrow. The end of the day. Or wait. Meta. Do not forget about Meta. 9 to 5. That's what that's called. Forgot about that. I haven't seen one of those in a while. 9 to 5. But speaking of keeping the 9 to 5 away, daily chart. Meta 245. Watch out for 245 calls tomorrow. Friday expiration at open. If there's a lot of volume and a lot of runs, boom. There is a 100%, 200% trade waiting for you in your belts. So keep it in mind. I'll be maybe talking about it in the morning, but I like to focus up in the mornings on my larger trades just so I can not go back to the corporate world. So focusing up on Meta 245s. That's my biggest watch. NVIDIA hit my profit target today. Hit above 300. It's at 302 now. That stock is unbelievable. Tesla, I think, has some downside to go still, even though it ran up $7 today. Not a bad day for them as well. But Meta 245, watch out for this recent high break. It's happening. So what times do you stream? Every day, 2:30 to 4, Monday to Thursday. Got to change those times up a little bit. We're going to figure it out. But so far, Monday through Thursday, 2:30 to 4, it's on this stream thing. So Jim Cramer bullish on Meta too. Don't listen to me. Turn it off. Oh, he's not? Then we're good. All right, Jack. Stop selling babies and let's rip some meta calls tomorrow. So, not financial advice, but that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. It has to have volume and the market has to be profitable too. So, see you later, guys. Love you so much. $14 away from my $500 profit target. Shake my head. All right, love you guys. Peace.